Well, it's that time of year again. Got a small yard with a lot of rocks, so figured this would be the best solution for my yard. So we're going to unbox this guy right now. Okay, so after you open the box, we've got some instructions here. We've got our batteries and our charger, the weed eater itself, and then we've got a platform here which is going to turn it into a lawnmower, which is a pretty cool idea. And it looks like we got a handle here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy together. Okay, the first thing to take note of is it is going to take 4 hours to charge the batteries. So I'm going to go ahead and get that process started right now. Just need to find an outlet. Okay, so we're all charged up and everything, and I realized, hey, we're supposed to have like a guard that pops in here that allows you to weed eat or to mow. And I'm like, where's the guard? I don't see it. Well, lo and behold, this guy right here was in the very, very bottom of the box. So if for some reason you end up like me, trying to figure out where the guard is, it's at the very bottom of the box inside of some cardboard. So all right, let's move ahead now. I got both of my batteries charged up. I charged them up one at a time, 4 hours each, and now we're going to put it together. I've got my instructions here. I got my Phillips head screwdriver, so let's get after it. Okay, and what we want to do is make sure that we're on the track here, and we're supposed to slide it down until it snaps. And you know, I don't hear it snapping, but I think it's because I got to remove this guy first. Yeah, here's an important note. This screw, according to my directions here, it says I put this in after I slide that on. Well, the screw is already in here. So if yours comes to you like that, I think what happens is you got to remove that screw like I just did and then push this on. It should snap. There we go, snapped in there. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Okay, so now we're going to insert the screw. Okay, so we've got the screw inside of the attachment for the guard. Okay, so now what I want to do, your line cutoff blade, which is right over here, we got to remove this little plastic cover off of there. So I removed the plastic cover. It was right here. It's a lot easier if you get it from back here and just peel it off. I was trying to peel it off from the front, and anyway, it's just a simple thing to do, but it made it a little bit harder because you want to start from the very back right here. You can pull the plastic that way. I think it would be easier. Anyway. Okay, now we're going to attach this handle right down here. I've got it flipped over. Your guard should look like that now. These buttons press in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press these buttons in, and I'm going to put the handle on. I'm going to turn the camera off because I have to use two hands to do it. Okay, so this part's just a little tricky. You want to hold the buttons in until you get this handle pushed on far enough to where it actually is covering these buttons. So then all you got to do is push it. This guy right over here on this side, that button, if you push it in, you can adjust the handle the way you want it. So I can adjust it up, I can adjust it down. Now it did say to put the handle on so the Black & Decker label is showing up. I don't see a Black & Decker label, so I'm assuming that they're talking about right here. So if you know what it's talking about, put that in the comments. I don't see it. So there we go. It should look like this. What do you think, Cosmo? How we doing? Okay, the next thing is I've just loosened this up right down here. This helps you to adjust the trimmer up or down. So I just loosened it. Now I can pull it up higher to adjust it for the height I want. So I'm just going to put it about right there. I'm gonna tighten it back up. Okay, so I'm out in my garage now, and I've got the weed eater trimmer together. And the way this goes on, you want to slip this black bar underneath, like so. And then it just snaps right into place. So, pretty cool. So now it's a mower, weed eater motor. And then to get the weed eater out for weed eating and edging, and of course you want to wear shoes. I'm barefoot right now. But you press down on this handle, and it just lifts right out. So once again, I want to put the bar underneath, snap it in. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's that easy. One hand and one toe. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut this line here where the tape is and plug in my batteries and take it outside. Okay, so it sounds like a weed eater. First of all, you got like a safety switch right here, so I gotta push that in. Okay, so scale of 1 to 10. I would say this is a weed eater. It performs like a weed eater. So I would give it an 8 out of 10 on that. As far as the mowing function of it, I would say, I'm gonna give it a 7. 7 out of 10. Keeping in mind, you know, that if you have a really big yard, that's not going to help you. We have mostly rock and pine trees, very small backyard. Trimmer platform worked really good for the front yard. Put down a little bit of an edge with the weed eater. So I would say for edging, yeah, it's going to work like a weed eater does. Give it an 8 out of 10.